Howdy everybody, I'm Dave, formerly with Nelson Craig Farms, but now of Dave's Old Iron. We're filling up the water can here on a beautiful 22nd of June, 2024. It's a Friday evening or Saturday evening, I guess it is. And yeah, we're filling up the water jug, getting ready to go out and water the little pine tree. We're going to get right to why the name change, in case you missed it in the last episode. Just as soon as that jug gets filled up and we get out there to that tree. You know, I really do hate it when I'm talking to myself and suddenly I realize I wasn't paying any attention. So I have to start all over again. Sucks getting old. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. We got water running out of my jug in the back of the truck to water this one little lone Colorado blue spruce out here, which seems to be doing pretty well. We probably ought to get a couple more in here for it. Okay, now to let you all know what is going on with the channel. I've left all of the old videos still in place so you can go back and look at them. Basically, all I have done is changed the name of the channel to be more appropriate to what I'm going to be doing for at least the next 3 years or the foreseeable future. When I take my early retirement, if we get to spend more time doing the fresh produce thing or gardening, we'll get back more into that. But for right now, my concentration and efforts is going to be restoring, repairing, and collecting old iron, whether it be tractors, farm equipment, trucks, cars, planes, trains, you name it, we're going to be looking at doing that. Anyway, that's what's going on. We're going to keep the farm. I'm not selling the farm. I'm not leaving the farm. We will still do some updates on what's going on here at the farm, like with the pasture grass and that sort of thing, and irrigation issues that have been ongoing for years and that sort of thing. But anyway, other than the direction of what we're going to go away from, which was the farm, and more to resurrection of old iron, that's where we're going to head. As I'm sitting here sweating up like a pig, I mean, I look like a freshly waxed car that sat outside in a rainstorm. While we're sitting here waiting for this bucket to the 55-gallon drum to empty, to water in that little tree, I'll tell you that this weather here in Idaho this year has just been more than atrocious. In fact, one of you had mentioned it in a comment. Yeah, Idaho takes a lot of getting used to. If the wind isn't blowing, the wind's blowing. And if that wind isn't blowing, it's raining with wind blowing. Or it's snowing with wind blowing. Or we have hail with wind. Or we have hail, snow, rain, sunshine, fog, and wind. Yeah, it's literally Mother Nature says, hold my beer and watch this. Every day is kind of a crapshoot around here for weather. So yeah, if you are thinking about moving to Idaho and you're doing your research and you don't see anything about the weather in Idaho, there's a reason. It may give you average highs and lows and that sort of thing. Right now the wind isn't blowing, and that's a dadgum miracle. Anywho, what we're going to be up to now with the channel. First coming up is going to be, we're going to be doing some work on the little Alice Chalmers B tractor. We've got to get that loader off of it. We got to do some work to the throttle and or governor on the thing. We're going to mount the 3-point hitch on it, that sort of thing. I have another toy that is in the works. If I can achieve my goal and do what I want to do with it, I'll not only be the 3rd owner of it, I'll be the 7th owner of it, and we're going to call it Lucky 7. And there's a really kind of a funny story that goes along with that, and I'll be sure to share that with you if I can get this thing acquired. Yeah, then we're going to be doing some work on Stinky. One of you already volunteered a new PTO shaft, or a good used one, for Stinky. I already have a bunch of new parts. In fact, I've had some of the parts now for almost a year. It's just a matter, like I said a bit ago, of me having the time to get to it and work on it, and the space to work on it. Most everything, if you notice, that I do is outside because my shop is so small. I put something in the shop like an 8N Ford, It's all I can do just to walk completely around it without walking into toolboxes, workbenches, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's just an awful small shop to do anything in. So that's why I'm looking at either building a brand new one or converting the old garage into a new one, or a different shop. So yeah, but yeah, a lot of old iron projects coming up here in the near future. Some of the projects we'll be working on, but are not limited to this old hay wagon chassis right here. We're going to build a new deck and rails front and back for it. One of the things we'll probably start doing this winter is a restoration on that 1945 Farmall BN. One of the first things I want to do in a restoration is this 45 BN sitting here behind me, this little Farmall. Yeah, I'm going to do a ground up on it, and I want to get started with doing something like that as something simple, just to get my feet wet before I move into something else, like either the Super C, which is long overdue on a restoration, and the Super A Farmall. Now, despite all the junk sitting out here in front of this 2-bay garage, I'm going to show you this picture real quick of what maybe a future vision of this is going to be. It'll either be something like that or something more barn style, because I am thinking of adding like an office on one side or the other, and maybe an entranceway with an addition on the back side of this over here on the north side. Like I said though, that's years down the line yet with any luck, unless I win the lottery. Yeah, so if any of you have any premonitions on winning lottery numbers, be sure to share them. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's the middle of June and we're in the middle of storm season in the Gulf Coast states and up the east coast of America. So after a storm hits, you know what you need to do in case a news van pulls up into your driveway? Yeah, you run to the bedroom and you grab your teeth and bras, folks, for the love of God. Remember, teeth and bras. Yeah. Well, I've come up to check my head gate and the water coming down again. People or something's been messing with it, but yeah, I got a pretty good flow coming, and it's kind of muddy and trashy. About normal. I don't know if you can see the haze coming up right through there. Yeah, and heading kind of to the east. Yeah, that's smoke up there. We've got a fire going on up in the South Hills right there. That's probably south of Murtaugh, Burley area. Yeah. I don't know what's caused that fire up there in the mountains. Hopefully it's not too terrible bad. It looks like a lot of smoke. A little hard to say. I don't even know if you could even see it. Just kind of a real light discoloration in the sky. It wasn't real black or anything. So probably into some dry cheatgrass, that sort of thing up that way. Anyway, why do ducks have feathers? Any idea? To hide their butt quack. Yeah, it's a bad one. Yeah, boy. That's going to wrap it up tonight from Dave's Old Iron, aka Nelson Creek Farms. Yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoy what we're going to be doing. Please leave your comments down below if you have any suggestions on what you think of this whole name change and topic change deal. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next one. So y'all be careful out there and behave and treat your fellow neighbors as they deserve. Anyway, we'll catch up with you later.